Hi, I'm Kristin Crellin, and I'm a proud Titan alum from the class of 1995. I am currently the Vice President of School and Community Relations at School's First Federal Credit Union. Not only am I an alum of Cal State Fullerton, my husband is as well, and we currently have our son Spencer, who's attending class there right now.
I'm a senior graduating in fall of 2020, and I study marketing.
So we have all been involved with Cal State Fullerton for many years. Previously, I have served on the alumni board, so we're very excited to be working with the alumni together. Today, Spencer and I are going to be cooking jambalaya for you. Here's the jambalaya recipe. We'll start with 4 tablespoons of olive oil, 1½ teaspoon of salt, 1¼ teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, 1½ cups of yellow chopped onions, 1½ cups of yellow bell pepper, 1¼ cups of green bell pepper, 4 cloves of minced garlic, 3 cups of chicken broth, 28 ounces of diced tomatoes and 8 ounces of tomato sauce, 2 cups of uncooked long grain rice, 1½ tablespoon Creole seasoning. Then we have a bay leaf and 1 teaspoon of dried thyme leaves, 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken thighs cubed, 1½ pound of shrimp cleaned and deveined, and 1 pound of smoked sausage cooked into 1/2 inch slices. After you're all done, you can add fresh parsley to the top. Spencer and I chose jambalaya. It is a hallmark Creole cuisine. We like spicy here, so we're gonna do that. We kind of talked about the ingredients, rice, but you can add other ingredients to jambalaya as well. It varies from cook to cook. As we mentioned, we are going to be using the chicken and some different sausages and some shrimp, but you can add any kind of shellfish or any kind of meat that you want, in addition to your onions and green peppers. This is a great spicy one-pot meal, and it's very flavorful. So we added our olive oil and the chicken, and then we're going to sprinkle the chicken with salt and pepper to our pan, and then we're going to let that cook for 8 to 10 minutes until it's nicely browned and mostly cooked all the way through. So this has been cooking for about 10 minutes and it's mostly cooked. So now we're going to remove it out of this pan with a slotted spoon. So go ahead and do that. So now we're going to add the garlic and cook that for another minute. Oh, this is where it's going to start to smell good. Garlic and the peppers and the onions. Okay, so while that's cooking, Spencer, what do you remember about some of the things growing up with us telling you some of our stories of Cal State Fullerton?
Well, you guys always brought me back to the campus when I was little and growing up, so I was very familiar with the campus already. I grew up going to the baseball games there. I was on the field a couple times with my Little League teams. I threw out the first pitch in 2004.
You did? That's right. You got to throw out the first pitch.
Yeah, and that was the championship year, so it was a really cool experience to kind of go out there with the best players in the country at the time. And then I even had my 5th grade birthday party in the bowling alley down at the TSU, so I knew the campus already, and it's great to kind of be back there, but be a lot older.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and we love to go back and see all the changes, the new buildings that have gone up, and it's so different for my husband and I when we go back from when we were both students there. Okay, this looks really good. We're going to add the chicken broth now. So now we're going to add our chicken broth, and along with our diced tomatoes and the tomato sauce. So we have our diced tomatoes and then the tomato sauce. That's the difference between the Cajun and the Creole. So Creole has the tomatoes and the tomato sauce, where the Cajun jambalaya doesn't. And then you have gumbo, which is something else, and the gumbo actually goes over rice instead of cooking it with the rice. So that's a little bit of the difference between your Cajun jambalaya, Creole jambalaya, and your gumbo. So now we're going to cook this, and we're also going to add the rice and our seasonings, and then all of our meats, and we're going to cook it over medium heat. So as he's adding that, the rice, And then the Creole seasoning, I don't even know how to say that. Do you know how to say that, Spencer?
Tony Chikari's original Creole
There you
seasoning.
go. This is the Creole seasoning I know that we like to use. Okay, so once we add all of that, wow, that was spicy, so spicy. So now that we've added all that and we've added the sausage, we are going to bring that to a boil. Then what we're going to do is reduce the heat and cover it, and we will let that simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. Now that we have all of our ingredients, it's been simmering, so we did that all covered. Now we're going to add the shrimp, and we are going to cook it again. We want the shrimp to be pink, so we're going to cook it for another 5 minutes so that we can get the shrimp cooked through. And then we're going to be able to serve the jambalaya. This looks really good. Our shrimp is cooked through, and as well as all the meat. So what we need to do is remove the bay leaf here, season it with salt and pepper, and then serve it up for dinner. You can serve it up with your favorite cornbread or get a really great loaf of French bread. Either way, this is going to make a great dinner. So enjoy. Thank you.